Turmeric comes from the Curcuma longa plant, which grows in India and other Southeast Asian countries. It is a member of the ginger family. The dried root of this plant is ground into the distinctive yellow powder, giving it the name golden spice. There are several chemical compounds found in this herb, known as curcuminoids. The active substance is curcumin. Curcumin is what makes turmeric a functional food, defined by the Mayo Clinic as foods that have a potentially positive effect on health beyond basic nutrition. Nutrition facts. 1 tablespoon of ground turmeric contains approximately 23.9 calories, 4.4 grams carbohydrates, 0.5 gram protein, 0.7 gram fat, 1.4 grams fiber, 0.5 milligram manganese, 2.8 milligrams iron, 0.1 milligram vitamin B6, 170 milligrams potassium, 1.7 milligrams vitamin C, 13 milligrams magnesium. Benefits. Practitioners in traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurveda have been prescribing turmeric and its extracts as part of holistic protocols for thousands of years. Practitioners have used it in a number of different ways, for many diseases and ailments. Here are some of the uses and health benefits of turmeric. Fights inflammation. Arguably, the most powerful aspect of curcumin is its ability to control inflammation. The journal Oncogene published the results of a study that evaluated several anti-inflammatory compounds and found that curcumin is among the most effective anti-inflammatory compounds in the world. Several animal trials have been completed investigating the relationship of curcumin and Alzheimer's disease. In mice, it seems that curcumin reverses existing amyloid pathology and associated neurotoxicity, a key feature of the progression of this neurological disease related to chronic inflammation. This study shows turmeric curcumin may help with Alzheimer's symptoms. May outperform common arthritis drug. Because curcumin is known for its strong anti-inflammatory and pain-reducing characteristics, a study was conducted on 45 rheumatoid arthritis patients. To compare the health benefits of curcumin in turmeric to the arthritis drug diclofenac sodium, which puts people at risk of developing leaky gut and heart disease. The study split these volunteers into 3 groups: curcumin treatment alone, diclofenac sodium alone, and a combination of the two. The results of the trial were eye-opening. The curcumin group showed the highest percentage of improvement in overall scores, and these scores were significantly better than the patients in the diclofenac sodium group. More importantly, curcumin treatment was found to be safe and did not relate to any adverse events. Our study provides the first evidence for the safety and the superiority of curcumin treatment in patients with active rheumatoid arthritis and highlights the need for future large-scale trials to validate these findings in patients with rheumatoid arthritis and other arthritic conditions. A review of available randomized, controlled trials confirmed that, of the 8 studies available fitting the criteria, these provide scientific evidence that supports the efficacy of turmeric extract, about 1,000 mg per day of curcumin, in the treatment of arthritis. Could treat or prevent certain cancers. Of all the various topics scientists have tackled in regard to curcumin and disease reversal, cancer is one of the most thoroughly researched topics. It may help with prostate cancer, pancreatic cancer, and other forms of cancer. In the words of global authorities like Cancer Research UK, a number of laboratory studies on cancer cells have shown that curcumin does have anti-cancer effects. It seems to be able to kill cancer cells and prevent more from growing. It has the best effects on breast cancer, bowel cancer, stomach cancer, and skin cancer cells. A July 2017 animal study by researchers at Baylor Scott and White Research Institute found that curcumin may even be able to break through chemoresistance in pancreatic ductal adenocarcinoma, an aggressive form of pancreatic cancer. May help manage diabetes. In 2009, Biochemistry and Biophysical Research Communications, published a lab study out of Auburn University that explored the potential of curcuminoids to lower glucose levels. The study discovered that curcumin in turmeric is literally 400 times more potent than metformin in activating the enzyme AMPK. One compound produced by fermentation of curcumin, tetrahydrocurcumin, activated AMPK up to 100,000 times more than metformin in certain cells. AMPK activation is considered by researchers to be a therapeutic target for type 2 diabetes, meaning that figuring out how to activate this enzyme has major potential for developing more effective treatments for reducing insulin resistance and reversing diabetes. One of the most common complications of diabetes is damage to nerves known as diabetic neuropathy, which takes several forms and can cause serious symptoms throughout the body from muscle weakness to blindness. A study conducted on rats found that supplementing with curcumin significantly reduced diabetic peripheral neuropathic pain. Diabetic neuropathy can also lead to kidney failure. A meta-analysis of randomized, controlled trials confirmed that, in animals, curcumin protects the kidneys of diabetic subjects from the damage of diabetic nephropathy. Supports management of inflammatory bowel disease. An in-depth analysis of all the studies evaluating curcumin's ability to manage ulcerative colitis found that one very well-designed trial tested curcumin plus mesalazine against placebo plus mesalazine. Patients taking only a placebo and mesalazine were over 4 times more likely to experience a relapse or flare-up of ulcerative colitis during the 6 months of the study, suggesting that it may include helping to maintain remission of this chronic disease. One small pilot study investigated curcumin supplementation for patients with ulcerative colitis and patients with Crohn's disease. Although the sample size was very small, all of the ulcerative colitis patients and 4 out of 5 Crohn's patients had marked improvements over 2 months. May regulate cholesterol. A study published by Drugs found that curcumin was comparable to atorvastatin at reducing oxidative stress and inflammation in the treatment of high cholesterol in humans. This was a follow-up on prior animal research finding similar results. However, a 2014 meta-analysis concluded that curcumin had no effect overall on blood cholesterol or on triglycerides. The study author noted that these results may be due to short study durations and poor bioavailability of the studied curcumin formulations. Further research is needed, but there is evidence that turmeric and curcumin may help manage cholesterol levels. Enhances muscle recovery. Research published in critical reviews in Food Science and Nutrition examined curcumin's effect on post-exercise recovery. Various curcumin-based interventions have improved self-perceived measures of pain and tenderness, reduced evidence of muscle damage, ameliorated inflammatory markers, increased markers of antioxidant capacity, diminished markers of oxidative stress, reduced markers of ages, and attenuated loss in mean power of single-leg sprints. For instance, curcumin and piperine supplementation was studied to see how it affected exercise-induced muscle damage. Researchers concluded, curcumin and piperine supplementation before and after exercise can attenuate some, but not all, aspects of muscle damage. Another study published in the American Journal of Physiology involved mice running downhill and uphill and how curcumin supplementation affected performance and recovery. It revealed that curcumin can reduce inflammation and offset some of the performance deficits associated with eccentric exercise-induced muscle damage. Improves joint health. Turmeric tablets and extracts have been shown in numerous studies to support joint health. For instance, a systematic review and meta-analysis of randomized clinical trials published in the Journal of Medicinal Food report that supplementing with this herb can help alleviate symptoms of joint arthritis, such as joint tenderness, mobility, and discomfort. In addition, multiple studies have found that curcumin supplementation can decrease exercise-induced joint discomfort. This is due in part to its inflammation modulation abilities. Works as a natural pain reliever. One of the more widely accepted properties of curcumin in scientific communities is its ability to manage pain. Breakthrough studies and reviews have found that curcumin may be a beneficial natural painkiller for wound healing and burn pain, postoperative pain, inflammation-induced arthritic pain, neuropathic pain caused by constriction injury, orofacial pain, sciatic nerve pain, arthritis joint pain. May reduce depression symptoms. The journal Phytotherapy Research published the results of a study in 2014. The study took 60 volunteers diagnosed with major depressive disorder and split the group to determine how patients treated with turmeric curcumin fared against fluoxetine and a combination of the two. Curcumin was equally effective as fluoxetine in managing depression by the 6-week mark. Since that breakthrough trial, at least 2 other studies have observed the impact of turmeric's major compound, curcumin, in patients with depression. The first involved 56 individuals, and the second involved 108 male participants. Both used a placebo but did not compare curcumin to any antidepressant, and both studies found that curcumin effectively reduced depression symptoms more than placebo. May slow or prevent blood clots. In both lab and animal studies, the use of turmeric greatly reduces instances of platelet aggregation and potentially reduces the risk of blood clots forming. One combination lab and the animal study conducted in 1986 even suggests curcumin may be a preferable treatment method for people prone to vascular thrombosis and requiring anti-arthritic therapy. However, this result still needs to be replicated in human trials. Boosts skin health. Turmeric's anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties have proven effective in treating multiple skin conditions. Benefits for skin include increasing glow and luster of the skin, speeding up wound healing, calming the pores to decrease acne and acne scarring, and controlling psoriasis flares. One uncontrolled pilot study involving 814 participants even suggests that turmeric paste could cure 97% of scabies cases within 3 to 15 days. Try my turmeric face mask for glowing skin. Just keep in mind that this herb can stain the skin, and it may cause an allergic reaction. Do a patch test by applying a dime-size amount to your forearm. Then, wait 24 to 48 hours to check for any reaction before applying turmeric to your face. Combats obesity. A study published in the journal Biofactors showed that curcumin may help reduce the proliferation of fat cells, based on lab results. The researchers found that the anti-inflammatory properties in curcumin were effective at suppressing the inflammatory processes of obesity, therefore helping to reduce obesity and its adverse health effects. Aids in detoxification. An important benefit of turmeric is its ability to detoxify the body. Every day, you are likely exposed to environmental and dietary toxins known as xenobiotics. These chemical substances are not generally present in the human body and are often associated with increased amounts of inflammation and a higher risk of cancer. It seems that consumption of this herb and its active compound, curcumin, can help support the liver in efficiently detoxifying the body and fight off some of the effects of dangerous carcinogens. This process operates in tandem with the antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agents of turmeric.